In this video, we're going to show how to complete the room nights by room type and day of arrival, which is part of Ex3-AddCount. Here are the model answers for your reference. Calculate the room nights for standard twin room where the arrival is on Monday. It's still similar to SUMIFS. However, we have more than one criteria because we want to add the room nights, but only if the booking meets these two criteria, which is room type should be equal to standard twin room and arrival day should be equal to a Monday. For this, we need a function called SUMIFS. That's SUMIF with an S at the end. SUMIFS works just like SUMIF, except it is capable of accepting more than one criteria ranges. And in this example, we have two criteria ranges, so we can't use SUMIF. SUMIF only allows one set of criteria. So for SUMIFS, we accept the following arguments. So the first argument is the range that we want to sum, or the range that we want to add. And that range would be the room nights. So I go to the exercise 2 hotel data sheet using my mouse. I click on the sheet name and I select I5 to I95 because this is the range that I want to sum. So now it's filled in here, comma. So that's my first argument, the range that I want to sum. The second criteria would be the range that I want to apply my criteria to. So remember, we have two criteria ranges. The first one is the room type and the second one is the weekday arrival. So I'm going to select the room type first. Okay, so I want to add the room nights if the value in room type is equal to, and I go back here. Okay, I remove this. Okay, is equal to standard twin room. And the day of arrival, I go back to hotel data. I select L5 to L95. Okay, so this is my second criteria range and it should be equal to Monday. So it should be equal to whatever is in B25, and I don't need to refer to exercise 3 add count because I'm on that sheet already. So this is my SUMIFS function and I press enter, and you'll see that there were no room nights for standard twin room where the day of arrival is Monday, which makes sense because there were no bookings for it as well. So this is now my formula, and I need to look at my cell references before I copy it to make sure that I use absolute references or relative references or mixed references where I need to. So for the range that I want to sum, I need to make this absolute. Okay, for my criteria range, this should be absolute also because it will always refer to this range. Now for the criteria for room type, okay, right now my criteria is 826 because I want to include only those bookings where the room type is equal to standard twin room. But when I copy it to other rows later on, I would like 26 to become 27, 28, 29, 30, and so on. So 26 should not be fixed. But this column A, okay, this column A should always remain A, even if I were to copy this formula to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and so on. If I copy it horizontally to the other weekdays, if I don't make A a fixed reference, then it will change to C, D, E according to the column that I copy it to. So I don't want that to happen. So I will put a $ in front of A here to make sure that this always remains A. Now my second criteria range, this needs to be absolute. Okay, once again, my criteria is B25 here. So I'm always going to refer to row 25 for the weekdays. So no matter which row I copy it to, this has to be fixed at row 25. So I put a $ there. But the column can be adjusted. So if I copy this formula to Tuesday, then I would like that to become C25. If I copy it to Wednesday, I'd like it to become D25. So I don't put a $ in front of the column. Now I press enter again. And this time, this formula can be copied now to the other room types and also to the other weekdays. Okay, and just to make sure that my criteria is correct, I'll check 1. Okay, so you'll see that for this one, the criteria is the Lux Twin Room for Thursday arrivals. So we've confirmed that our formulas have adjusted correctly. Now I can calculate my totals. And that's how you complete the room nights by room type and day of arrival using the SUMIFS function.